Most Etsy sellers think that custom children books are complicated, risky, or already saturated. They're wrong. This is one of the highest emotional return gift categories on Etsy. In a single Etsy search, typing the phrase personalized children's books reveals rows of bestsellers, and most sellers are missing it because they're looking at it the wrong way. Today, we're going to break down how custom children's books actually work, why buyers happily pay a premium, and how Hannah was able to get her first sale within 24 hours of posting her first listing, simply by following demand signals, not guessing. In the last two videos of the series, we talked about demand signals like velocity, cart activity, listing age, and demand. And I'll be sure to link those videos below for you guys. This video is about what happens after you spot a signal, how it turns into a product that actually sells. So parents and gift buyers aren't just buying a book. They're buying a bedtime ritual, a gift that will make a memory, a special keepsake, and a moment their child will remember forever. That's why custom children books convert so well. And they have a much lower return rate than other items like apparel. So now let's dive into how Hannah finds book ideas that sell.
Thank you for having me again in this amazing series we've been doing, hopefully giving a lot of value. I was looking for a lot of products on demand are pretty saturated, but that's okay because competition's not a bad thing. But I was like, is there anything that is really hot that we can do print on demand that is just an evergreen product? And sure enough, in my tool profit tree, I found a product opportunity, which is personalized children's books, which you actually can do with a print-on-demand provider. So that means that every time you get an order for a children's book, you don't actually have to fulfill it yourself. So it's just going to the print provider and the print provider is shipping it directly to your customer. So it's specifically personalized children's books. I can show you how we found this opportunity. I'll share my screen real quick. So as you can see here, there's two different ways that you can conduct this research. In my tool profit tree, you can find product opportunities and the demand of product opportunities by doing simple searches. I searched personalized children's books, and you can see all the top listings and their potential revenue is and the real-time demand. So revenue is amazing to look at because it does show you like historically what listings made the most money. However, what's really key is looking at what is hot and hot today, since you are going to be wanting to list the product today. So you want to see indicators like this, where this is saying that 10 products sold in the last 24 hours. That's real data saying right now this product is making 10 sales and it's been viewed over 600 times. So if Etsy is giving it a lot of views, that's saying that the algorithm is really liking that product. This blue indicator here is saying how many times the shopper had added that product to cart. The first big thing that I like to look at is the red one because that's saying how many sales it's made in the last 24 hours. The second strongest indicator is the blue, which is how many carts it's sitting in. So if we look at, say, like the product like this, we click on that product. So you can see this is just a good night story time children's book. And there's the indicator there, 20 plus carts. So a lot of demand. So like we mentioned, this is a really amazing product to sell because it's evergreen. You're going to see your spikes during the holidays, but babies are being born all year round. It's print on demand, so you don't actually have to touch the product when you get a sale. And it's personalized. So on Etsy, doing anything with a personalization request is competing on the highest level. That's what the algorithm likes. Print on demand, personalized, evergreen. It's also a really great profit margin product. Gelato, surprisingly, is the only print provider that actually does books, like storybooks, and really good quality. I have a full video where I show the book that I made, the story that I wrote, the designs, how you actually do the personalization request in Gelato. If you already are doing personalization with print on demand, it's a very similar process to what you're probably already doing. In Gelato, this is the hardcover book that you're going to want to do, but they also have soft cover as well. So they have hardcover and soft cover, and they have a horizontal and vertical options. Personally, in a single listing, if you're going to do horizontal, I would just keep it horizontal, but offer different sizes and a soft cover version. You could do some vertical, but I would do the vertical in a different listing. Generally, whatever's in the main image is what they're going to want to buy if it's vertical or horizontal. So I would limit it to just the size of the book and then hardcover, soft cover as the two options, and then obviously add the personalization. But Gelato actually printed the book beautifully. It comes out in a beautiful matte finish. And the profit margins on this product with the pricing strategy that we did was about a 40% profit before marketing. So that leaves a lot of room for marketing as well. So it's just a really, really great product opportunity. And you can search it on Etsy. You see the first page at first glance, it looks like there's a lot of competition, but as you start going through the pages, it quickly dwindles. There's not too much competition for this product yet. And I think it's just because people don't know that it could be print on demand. They don't know. And they also, it's a little bit more barrier to entry because you're writing a book. So people are intimidated by that, but it's really not difficult to write the book, which in that case study video, I walk through how I wrote it, how I drew it, and everything else to get it.
You don't need to have illustration skills or writing skills necessarily.
No.
Love it.
Nope. Like
with apparel, you don't have to be a graphic designer to create best-selling t-shirts.
Not with AI. This is a new one that just came on market. This is only 1 month old. I can tell it's new because that was not there before, but you can see sitting in 100 cards, 10 people bought in the last 24 hours. This is a brand new shop. The listing is only 1 month old. They're estimating over 100 sales per month, which is really good money.
You could literally pay your mortgage and your car payment with just one listing. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Exactly.
Some questions I have for you. How long did it take for your first book and then after you know what you're doing after that?
So when I made my first book, little spoiler alert, I actually hired a designer on Fiverr to make a design. I didn't want it to look AI, even though this one probably is. I don't think that's really necessary anymore. I think you could do it with an AI tool very easily and still get that look and feel where it doesn't feel so like this to me feels like very AI, but it's still a bestseller. So just because it's AI doesn't mean it's not going to sell. But I wanted it to look more like hand drawn. But now with AI, I think you can get that look. To answer your question, because I hired a designer, it took a little bit longer to get the designs. But if you didn't hire a designer and you used an AI tool, you could finish a book in a day.
Wow.
For sure.
So like a listing that could potentially change your life in a day. That's really exciting. Okay, I am going to hop on this. If you think I should try this too, guys, and you'd like me to do a case study of it, comment books below if you guys would like me to try this as well. I've actually always wanted to write a children's book. I have little children. They would love this. So I might have to give this a try.
Definitely.
So any tips for when you were creating this, like maybe hurdles that you came across or something that you didn't know, like making your first book versus making your third book?
The biggest tips I would say is personalization. So don't overlook the personalization. The reason these books sell so well is because of the personalization requests. I know some people are going to want to try to get away with not doing personalization. And the only thing you have to do with personalization is letting them add their name. And so my book, I just put the name on the cover. I didn't include the name on each of the pages. So like this book is called Good Night, Dear Emma. Some books might have Emma throughout the book. Maybe this one doesn't even have it, but I wouldn't let that intimidate you. Like you can just do the personalization on the front cover. So you're just changing the front cover. So basically you have this design and you just have a placeholder here and then you just type in the name with the same font and then you add it before you purchase it. So it's just like a print on demand personalized shirt. Like you're going to get the order, you're going to add the personalization request, and then you're going to fulfill it. It's going to be the same thing. I would do that. At least have the personalization on the front cover. If you want to go the extra mile and do it throughout the book, you can, but then you're just going to have to change every single page. Another tip that I thought was a really cool value stack that I added was on the inside cover, I left a place where someone could sign their name because people are giving these books as gifts. So on the inside cover, there's a from love your blank. And then you have a place where someone can sign their name, which is another value proposition that you can add. I don't know if this one has it. Does it have it here? Yeah, your best auntie. So this one's actually printing it on there. So you get to say who it's from. In my example, I have an underline so they can sign their actual name with a pen and paper.
There's probably so many ways to add new value to this. Like you could target for baby showers for a new baby. You could target for first birthday, second birthday, third birthday. You can target for holidays like Easter's coming up. You can make a children's custom Easter book. I think that could do really well. So there's just so many different approaches you could take with this. So I love this.
So you can see the profit margins. I mean, this is in euros, but it's still pretty good. Your profit margins are pretty good. when you run the numbers. Another thing that people kind of get a little intimidated on is like the number of pages. The minimum is 30. It feels like a lot, but it's actually not, because if you look at the pages, it's one whole page. It takes up one whole page. You can do your book like this, where the whole 2 sides, because this counts as 2 pages. You're using 2 pages for one scene, basically. So you're making a book of 15 scenes. It's really not as much as you think, because you don't really need a book longer than 15 scenes, I would say. So 30, but you could do more if you wanted, but I did 30 and it pretty much told the story pretty well. Yeah, I think those are pretty much the biggest things. They're really fun to make. And yeah, like there's good night books, there's first birthday books, potty training books. Like there's so many different stories that you can write that are just really evergreen.
And even just like going on platforms like Amazon and typing in children's book, personalized children's book, and getting ideas from that, because obviously that's in demand there for a reason. So that's a really exciting niche to get into. Low competition, and one that not a lot of people know about. So very exciting. All right. If you want to see the exact step-by-step process and the behind the scenes of how to create one of these, make sure you check out Hannah's video that I will have linked below. And Hannah, where else can they find you?
You can find me on my channel, Ecom Hannah. You can also find me on Profittree. If you have any questions, we have a live chatbot on profittree.io. It's a little orange chatbot, and we answer our messages every single day. So if you have any questions, we are here to help you.
All right. Thank you so much, Hannah, for joining us. If you made it all the way to the end, type Etsy 2026 below. See you guys in the next one.